Yo, what is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. I know I haven't done one of these in forever, but in today's video, we're pretty much going to be recapping the day today. It's a whole new week. We got CPI tomorrow, we got PPI on Thursday, and then consumer sentiment on Friday. So, real quick before we even start the video, if you guys want the best deals on futures prop firms, there will be a link or links down in the description down below. You guys can use code SMART for the best absolute killer deals from all of the futures firms that we are partnered with down below. You guys actually get a 5% cashback rebate, so you guys can claim that on smartprofirm.com. All right, so now that that's out of the way, we're going to talk about how I ended up making about $21,000 on the day across two prop firms only. So I know I haven't done a recap in quite a bit, in like over a month, and I kind of just want to update you guys on literally everything. So I did lose the Apex accounts. Not gonna sugarcoat it, just gonna tell you guys straight up. And the reason why I lost them is because I got denied 3 freaking times on payouts. So I just got fed up with it, dude. I was about halfway to the 4th request, and I did break the 30%. Like, whenever you have your balance, you can't go below the 30% of that balance for the starting day. I had my trade running for a little bit, and I knew I was going to get denied for the 4th time, so I just decided to size up. And the trade that I lost when I sized up pretty much fucked the accounts, and that was pretty much it for the accounts. I don't think I'm going to run Apex ever again, just because it just doesn't fit with my trading style personally. There are other firms that fit better with my trading style, like Top Step, Tradeful, Alpha. These firms that actually will pay you out with all these different, there's not hidden rules. I don't want to just like blame everything on Apex. I know it's my trading style that prevented me from getting these payouts, but nonetheless, I mean, I still got my Tradefy accounts, I still got my Top Step Live account, and as proof, I'm going to show you guys a screenshot here. 10.5K on the Top Step X Live account. It took this 30 minutes after market close. I am in Central Standard Time, so it's 3:30. Took the screenshot after that, and then also the Tradefy journal. This month we're up over 70K. I did have these in the trenches for a little bit, but I took the same trade that I took on the Top Step X account, and I also signaled a options play that I could show you guys here. I pretty much bottom tick the move on an options play. So let me go ahead and switch the screen here so that way you guys can see this. And there you go. Johnny Options signaled the grabbing some 507 QQQ 0-day calls, and we got over 100% here, made about 715 bucks, and then the coin calls right now actually ripped because coin is added to the S&P 500, which is a massive W for the crypto space. Anyways, this is my Tradefy stats right here. 73% win rate for the month of May, up over 70K. We're about to request another payout. I'm about to have my second payout with Tradefy, and yeah, pretty good start to the week. We have CPI, PPI, we got consumer sentiment, but enough of me yapping about, the results, what happened in the Apex accounts. Let's actually get into why I came to the bias that I came to, what I was looking at, why I didn't want shorts, all that stuff. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so obviously coming into the day, I did take a long up to the tariff highs because if you guys haven't kept up with the news, China and the US actually made a deal with tariffs or something like that. So we gapped up on that news, and I actually pretty much took a play off the NWOG here last night. So there wasn't an inversion here on the 1 minute. I ended up taking the CISD here on the 1 minute off of the 15-minute gap, because if you guys don't know, this technically is still a 15-minute gap. It's just a very massive gap, and we have the NWOG. So this is technically still considered a fair value gap. So I pretty much ended up playing the 15-minute CRT and a 1 minute inversion, a 1 minute CISD, and I pretty much got all out up here. Right when the pullback started, I pretty much got all out for about like 20 something. I think it was like 2,200 or something like that. But that was pretty nice, and that built a buffer going into the day on just my Top Step X account. Okay, I just took it on my Top Step X account. And then overnight at 3 in the morning, Trump announced that he was lowering the tariffs on China to 30%, and that's why we pumped really crazy. So to be fair, I didn't really know what was going to happen on this day specifically. Again, I didn't have plans on trading today. I actually did a tape reading session with just the mentees, not the whole other Discord. And again, everything's housed under one Discord. So if you guys are interested in joining, links are in the description down below for the mentorship and the 5-day free trial to just the regular Discord. Anyways, I just tape read with the mentees today, again, because I wasn't planning on really trading today because I didn't really know what was going to happen when this bit of price action here that I seen when I woke up. I just didn't know what was going to happen. So 9:30 opened up and it opened lower, manipulating under the 4 a.m. low. So right here, I just did not have any sort of eager to short because there was nowhere to short to, in my opinion. There was nowhere to short. Even if I'm looking at this 4-hour CRT, the bearish one, we are massively bullish, dude. There's no way that I'm shorting this to the CRT low or to a retest of the tariff highs. There's just no way I'm doing it because we have a 4-hour fair value gap. And also, if you are trading CRT, we actually hit the 0.5 of the CRT range. So if you are counter trend trading and you do take this bearish CRT, you definitely want to get out at the 0.5 of the CRT if it is counter trend, which this one was. So I had literally had no eager to short. And I told the mentees this. I was like, dude, there's no reason to short. If it goes lower, I'm not participating in it. I actually want to see us go higher. And I actually told the chat even, I was like, dude, I want to see longs play out. I don't want to see shorts. Like if shorts are the play for the day, I'm not going to participate in it. So you can see that we left a failure swing low here at 9:30. The next two 15-minute candles didn't come to sweep this low. So that's what I was really waiting for, and we ended up getting an SMT here with ES in the 15-minute gap, and then we ended up falling lower. So if I go to the 1 minute, I actually had this marked out, but I did delete it a little bit later. We had the first presented fair value gap here. Let me go ahead and put this on. So the first presented fair value gap, we had an SMT above this high and that high with ES over here. And that ended up retesting that and falling lower and making a lower low. Now, this is where I told the mentees, okay, so this is what I want to see. We're in a 1-hour unmitigated gap that we just tapped into right here. And then 10 a.m. close within the 9 a.m. range. So we have a potentially confirmed CRT because this manipulated into a bullish PD array, which is what you want to see for a CRT. Same with the 4-hour. We came down, we tapped the bearish 0.5 4-hour CRT. We manipulated into a 4-hour fair value gap. So I want to see a 15-minute change in the state of delivery out of that 4-hour gap, which would have been above the 10:15 opening price, okay? Because it's the last down close candle that made that lower low, right? Then we closed at 10:30. So we have a 15-minute CRT, which is good. All right, so if I go to the 5-minute, in the same spot where the 5-minute is at, that is where the CISD is going to happen on the 5-minute as well. Now, if you guys notice here on the 5-minute, we do have a BPR, right? An overlapped SIBI with an overlapped BISI. It's a lot cleaner over here on ES. However, on ES, we actually ended up disrespecting that fair value gap. But here's the kicker. We ended up getting a SMT divergence with YM at this low, and then we got an SMT divergence here with ES. And this is exactly where I told my chat, I want to see longs play out. I don't want to see shorts. And I'll put a screenshot somewhere here so that way you guys can see what I pretty much said in the chat. Bottom tick that, and that's where I signaled the QQQ calls. And this is where I actually entered on my Top Step X account right down here. If you go look at my Instagram story right now, whenever you watch this video, I'm sure you'll see it. You'll see the position right here. And then Tradeful, again, I ended up taking longs in this BPR, this 5-minute BPR. It was pretty choppy at 11, all throughout the 11 a.m. hour, which is totally fine because 12, this is the lunch reversal. We ended up pushing higher, getting the confirmation on the 15-minute and 5-minute time frame. And we had a nice breaker block here. So we had the breaker block formation once we closed above that. So that gave me even more confirmation that the CISD is going to be higher probability. We flipped the first presented fair value gap and we came and retested it here at 340. And on the 15-minute, the 15-minute was the biggest thing. Like I even told the mentees, if you get a 15-minute CISD, I don't doubt that we come up and make a new high of day, which was my draw on liquidity, which is why I made 10.5K. It was a pretty big play. I made about like 80 something hundred because I was already up like 2,200 to 2,300, something like that on the Top Step X account. But it was a very clean play. We had bullish SMTs over here. And then also one more thing, we had a bullish SMT here with YM. So if I just bring up the YM chart, you'll see what I'm talking about. So we had bullish SMT here, and then we had a bullish SMT there. And then we had the bullish SMT over there with ES. And this all occurred in a 4-hour fair value gap. So what do I say? I don't know if you guys know this, but in my group, I always tell them if you have an SMT in a higher time frame PD array using time frame alignment, that SMT is most likely going to play out and hold. And boom, voila, it ended up holding. And that's why I had my bias as longs. I did not want shorts whatsoever. Just logically think, where am I going to short to? The nearest sell side, the nearest major sell side, the nearest swing low is all the way down here or right there at the Asia low. That's way too far. And we've extended since the new week opening gap or this daily low, we've extended over 600 points. To go back down another 600 points off of bullish news is very, very unlikely. This market has been getting propped up by this bullish news. And any bearish news that comes out, it gets immediately bought up. There's no reason to fade the bullish news. There's no reason to be bearish right now, at least not right now. I'm sure there will be a time when, you know, we get displacement on the daily chart or something like that to the downside. Then that's when you want to be short-term bearish. But as of now, I just did not feel comfortable shorting whatsoever anywhere right here. Once I got the 5-minute BPR, which is, in my opinion, one of the best reversal confirmations or one of the best continuation confirmations you can get, I ended up slapping that, and that's when I ended up alerting the QQQ calls right there, which ended up going over well over 100%. I think they're like 300%. So absolutely insane day. $21,000 on a single day is still crazy to me, because my goal not too long ago, dude, like 2-3 years ago, was like 10K a month, and I made double that in a single day. So again, if you guys are interested in joining the Discord for education, backtesting sessions, recaps, where I do daily recaps, this is just, you know, I haven't done one on YouTube in a while, so I felt like I needed to do one, but I do daily recaps. We do lives 3 to 4 times a week. If you're in the mentorship, I do lives every single day. And if you guys want to join the mentorship, you guys can apply down below. And yeah, that's going to be it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this recap, and hopefully you guys seen why I came to my bias and why I executed where I executed, and all the things that I talked about in this video, the logic, the narrative that I had, the reason why I didn't want to go short, the reason why I wasn't looking for shorts in this 15-minute gap. There's just no reason to, bro. There's just no reason to. That's why I had a bullish bias today. And yeah, I appreciate you guys watching this video. Leave a like, subscribe, really helps the channel out. And let me know on what kind of videos you guys want to see. I got a video coming out later this week on how to get your first prop firm payout. So stay tuned for that. And I also have another interview with my most successful student, NATO Trade. So if you guys want to keep up with that, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and the like button and hit the bell for notifications. But without further ado, catch you guys later. Have a good rest of your guys' day, and peace out.